Yo, what is up, nerdy squad? Late video coming in today. Um, Earlier I was at work today, and I saw on my phone. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. It was something from can't trying to process my thoughts. It was something from YouTube, and so I was like, wait, what? Wait, what is this? And so I immediately thought that, maybe it was something that WWE was doing to, cancel out the Bray Wyatt character and repackage Bray Wyatt into something else. And so I went to Google and immediately Googled to see what was up because I'm like, he isn't dead, is he? And unfortunately, it's true, man. Bray Wyatt, aka Windham Rotunda, has sadly passed away at the young age of 36. And man, I've been sitting here trying to process this news, man, because my mind immediately went to his family and his kids because I have kids. And he was only 36, man. He was super young. And truth be told, I haven't followed wrestling in quite some time now, so I don't, I didn't know why he was out. I thought maybe he had got injured because I know a lot of wrestlers have gotten injured recently. I know he was being involved in a storyline with Bobby Lashley before WrestleMania 39, and for whatever reasons unknown, the whole story was just canceled. And then fast forward to today, we find out that he has passed. I read a couple articles. Nothing said why. I don't know the guy's name, but the story did break eventually that he had contracted COVID earlier in the year. He has a type of heart condition, and today he had a heart attack, and that is why he is no longer with us. And man, if you ever watched Bray Wyatt, man, he was one of the best in the ring when he officially became Bray Wyatt. I believe before the Bray Wyatt character, he was part of the Nexus. And he didn't get time to shine. But when he officially got repackaged and brought back as Bray Wyatt, that is when he literally had, no pun intended, the world eating out of the palm of his hands. He had the whole world in his hands. No pun intended. And, of course, I guess, I don't know if his contract was up or he had some issues, he left. And all the fans eventually wanted him to come back. And that's what Triple H did. He brought him back. And he had a heartfelt speech. I think he was on Friday Night SmackDown. Maybe he was on Thursdays. I don't know. And he gave a speech, and he's talking about how super emotional he was. And then fast forward to us right now, and it's such a heartbreaking thing to talk about, because like I said, I've been watching wrestling for quite some time, maybe like 3 or 4 years. I really fell out of wrestling, but I knew of Bray Wyatt, you know what I mean, and I know he was beloved by everybody. I don't know if you can find any wrestling fan and they would talk about Bray Wyatt, and it would be in such a positive manner. Of course, everybody talked about the moment he had with The Undertaker, where he had a moment where Undertaker was in the ring with LA Knight, and after that segment, it felt like Undertaker passed the torch to Bray Wyatt. And I guess there's been talk of him returning. And when I read the article, there was a part, and they were like, oh, he was suffering from some life-threatening illness, and I was like, oh snap, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know, because I don't read too much, or read at all too much into wrestlers' lives outside of WWE. But damn, man, my heart really goes out to his friends, his family, his kids. Like, he has so much more room to go in the WWE and wrestling in general. This dude was like great on the mic, great in the ring, and it really is heartbreaking to know that he is no longer here. Like I said, I know he had a daughter like 3 years ago with former or current WWE. She was like the announcer for when wrestlers came down to the ring, and it's like, wow, man, I can't imagine. I think they were like engaged or soon to get married at some point, but my mind, whenever somebody passes, especially like this, it always goes to the family, and especially if they have kids or if they were married, if they're engaged, whatever. And I think about them because it's like, I think his kids are still super young. You know what I mean? And like I said, he had a daughter 3 years ago, and now the daughter has to grow up without her father, and it's a heartbreaking case, man. I really pray that God wraps his arms around his entire family, the WWE community, all of wrestling community, all his fans, because they really need it right now, man. I can't imagine what SmackDown is going to be like tomorrow. Like I said, I haven't followed wrestling in a while, but I know it's going to be super emotional because it's different. Like rest in peace, I believe. Rest in peace. I'm sorry, excuse me, fumbling my words here. To a lot of wrestlers who have passed over the years, but when it really happens to a current wrestler, it hits, I think, a little bit harder because you're working with this guy all the time. And eventually he's out. And eventually you expect him to come back. And, I know he had a big storyline going with Alexa Bliss, who's also been out. But, you expect him to come back. And when you hear that he's not coming back, especially under these circumstances, it's like, what the fuck? And, yeah, man, my heart goes out to his family. My heart goes out to his fans, to WWE wrestlers, to all the wrestlers who've worked with him or that he's touched. Maybe wrestlers that he didn't know that he's touched that, helped them to improve their craft in the ring. I believe, excuse me if I'm wrong, the other wrestler that was part of his Wyatt family, clique was Brody Lee. I know he passed away. He was in AEW. And it's crazy there's only one member as far as the official big three of the Wyatt family. Not I forgot the other guy's name. Who came back to WWE recently. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, y'all. But basically, there's a recent wrestler who came back to WWE. He eventually joined the Wyatt family as a fourth member, but I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't think. But anyway, yeah, as far as the big three go, I know there's the one guy with kind of the orange beard. I can't remember what his name is either. But I can't imagine how he must be feeling knowing that two of his brothers that he was able to wrestle with are gone. And, it's such devastating news, man. Like I said, just rest in peace to him and his family. Not his family, I'm sorry. Rest in peace to him. And prayers out to his family. Prayers out to his fans and the whole wrestling community. And that's really all I got for this video, man. I'll see you on my next one.